This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Hey everyone, what's up? So this is my flux capacitor PCB badge, which is a replica of the actual flux capacitor which was in the Back to the Future movie. The flux capacitor was the core component of Dr. Emmett Brown's time traveling DeLorean time machine, which makes the time travel possible. Also, the flux capacitor in the movie require 1.21 gigawatts of power to run, which was supplied by the plutonium nuclear reactor, which was later replaced by the Mr. Fusion. My version is smaller and only required 2.6 volt at 0.0069 ampere, which is around 0.017 watts or 0.0000000017 gigawatts, which is pretty low if compared with the actual flux capacitor. It runs on a 3 volt CR2032 lithium coin cell, or it can be powered by an onboard micro USB port. The LEDs are controlled by 8205S MOSFET IC, and the gate of the MOSFET IC is controlled by an ATtiny85 MCU. This is the schematic of the actual flux capacitor, which was made by this guy. And right here is the schematic of my edition. I prepared this PCB in my OrCAD PCB editor, and then after finishing this PCB, I send its Gerber data to PCBWay for samples and receive them after a few weeks. I have to say, PCB that I got were great as expected. PCBWay, you guys rocks. Check out PCBWay for great PCB service at less cost. The next is the PCB assembly process, which will include adding solder paste to each component pad and then pick and place each component on their assigned place process, and at last the hot plate reflow process. So sit tight and enjoy the PCB building montage. Our flux capacitor PCB is completed. Now let's flash the ATtiny85 and run this sucker. And as for the code, I'm using this modified Chaser sketch, which you can download along with the other files from this project's page. Link is in video description. I uploaded this sketch to the ATtiny85 MCU, and for that I have used this Arduino as ISP programmer, which I made last year. It's basically an Arduino Nano that has its SPI pins breakout for connecting ATtiny85 or ATtiny13A with it in order to flash the ATtiny MCU. If you want to know more about how this setup works, then definitely check out this video of mine. We connect the VCC of the Arduino as ISP programmer to the VCC of ATtiny, ground to ground, reset pin to D10, MOSI to pin D11, MISO to D12 and SCK to D13. Now, I have previously flashed a blink sketch to this MCU so we can see the blinking of D0 pin of ATtiny85. But now we have to upload the main sketch to this setup. So first we set our board to ATtiny85 and then select the right port with the right programmer, which is the Arduino as ISP. Then we hit the burn bootloader, which will take few seconds. The bootloader is now burned and our previously flashed blink sketch is now erased. Now we go to the sketch menu and select the upload using programmer option, and bang! You have successfully uploaded a sketch to the ATtiny85 MCU. Now, few LEDs are not working and there's a flaw in the sketch, which is the LED chasing sequence. LEDs are not turning on and off in a descending sequence. So to edit that, I first use a soldering iron to solder the flawed LEDs properly and then change the chasing sequence in the code and redo this whole programming process. End result is this. This badge can also be equipped with an ID card strap, and then we can wear it like an high-tech ID card. Pretty cool, right? I also have modeled this PCB structure in Fusion 360 and then prepared a base body around it and then 3D printed it. And after that I screwed the badge on its 3D printed body, and this was the result. Hit that subscribe button if this video was helpful. Also, huge thanks to PCBWay for supporting this project. Stay tuned for the next video and I'll be back.